How do we view Tatum at this point in his career? As a star player, but is he everything that the Celtics need to get to that level that we've been waiting for them to get to with talents like him and Jaylen Brown, who obviously is hurt? You watch him last night. Is he just a great player? Is he a great young player? Is he a superstar that can carry a franchise? Where is he, Jay?
He's a budding superstar. He's in between a star and a superstar, in my opinion. He's going to be an MVP of the league one day. I've been saying this. I think he has top 5 talent. Is his play translating there every single night? No, not yet. But I do want to say that this has been an interesting year for him, having COVID, how he's bounced back from COVID. And this feels like this is Jayson Tatum's team. This is his team. Think about when he first came into the league, he had Kyrie. And all the issues that happened with Kyrie, obviously there's a lot of love there. Him and Kyrie have a special relationship. Kyrie goes. A lot of early success. I think this is kind of like the first bump in the road that Jayson Tatum has experienced with the Boston Celtics, with it being his team, with all the pressure. And I think that takes a minute to own that space, to say, this is my team. Each and every day, I'm bringing that mentality to be that guy to take this team to the next level. Because between him and Jaylen Brown, those are the cornerstones of the future of your organization. And it does start with the most prolific scorer. Now, Jaylen Brown is a key because he's great defensively, but Jayson Tatum is the rocket that can catapult this team to a different degree.
He's 23 years old, so he's still very young.
Yeah, and when you're young, you try to find your way over time. I think the inconsistent play, not just with him, but as them as a whole, has certainly factored in the way people may view the Boston Celtics, in particular him, because of where he was drafted, who he is, all of the sort of things, passing on Markelle Fultz and getting him, which is the right thing to do, obviously. But when you start to look at all that, that certainly factors into his play. Much like Jay says, we loosely throw superstar, star, great all out there. I think with him, he's right in that in-between sort of star, but not a superstar, in the middle, and at some point he's going to take off to a whole nother level. Again, like Jay said, when you have guys like Kyrie Irving in the mix that's there, you come to a team, it's not your team. Unlike a Luka in Dallas, there was nothing there. So immediately, I was drafted, this is my team, no matter what, whether it's good or bad, it all falls on my shoulders. When you're trying to find your place in Boston with other dominant players around you, you don't really have an understanding yet. You're trying to figure out, do I take the shot? Do I do this? And, so you kind of walk on eggshells to a point where last night, clearly he was the best player on the floor, and he could feel that. So he took control of that.
Second half was really where they took off, and they end up winning the game big, 118-100 to move on to play the Nets. Again, the first half the Wizards were up 54-52. It was a 2-point game. Beal didn't play great. Clearly the hamstring was bothering him. Russell Westbrook, who we've been talking about, who's been outstanding in the second half of the season, was not that same player either, lacking something. Now, they stay alive. They will move on to play the Pacers to see if they get the 8th seed and the 76ers.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.